Welcome back to What RT Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a Geschützwagen Tiger. It's the Tier 9 German SPG and we're located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass. And it's being commanded by Captain Ashstorm. And as many of you know, Captain Ashstorm is one of the admins of What RT Noobs. Okay, now he's got a T92 going into a firing position right at the back of the map. And it looks like Captain Ashstorm is trying to find a firing position in those trees, but he's settled and he's now looking for targets. Now, what some of you may or may not know is that the GW Tiger was actually supposed to be a self-propelled gun which had the ability to be dismounted from the vehicle and fired as an artillery piece on its own. Okay, he's got a Gorilla 15 there. Tank destroyer, tier 10, round out. Oh, big strike! 1095 hit points straight away, 2 critical hits. That certainly ruined that Gorilla 15. He's down to a very few left now. Okay, we've got an STR-VS1, the tier 8 Swedish premium SPG tank destroyer, sitting up on top of the plateau at the north end, north spawn. Now he's indicating target, so I suspect he's going to fire. Round out. Oh, I saw a tracer from an RT there. I saw a tracer. He appears to be in the pass. Now it's a 33.93 second reload. I also saw another tracer from on top of the plateau near where that STRV was. So it appears that both of the RTs are firing from fairly close, or rather close-ish. He's having a quick look on what used to be known as the Ice Road. And I don't think the T28 has spotted anyone yet, but he's actually receiving fire, that T28 prototype. I think that's from over by the bridge. T44, who's under the bridge. Yes, there he is. You can see the T44 is under the bridge, firing at the T28 and receiving fire. Okay, now Captain Ashstorm styling in on that FV4005, the ship barn. Round out. Oh, it went long. But it still did some splash. 120 hit points. Not as much as that Gorilla hit, though. 33.93 seconds on the reload. Yeah, that's fairly good, actually, because it means he's got a better than normal crew. He has actually got chocolate as a premium consumable, and that really does boost the reload speed as well as the aiming. In fact, everything's boosted by using a premium consumable, so it's a very good choice for top tier arty. Now he's marking the area there, but he can't see the target. There he can. Okay, now he can, and that round hits home. 470 hit points on the E75. Now, he hasn't relocated, but I'm not sure the enemy RT is actually concerned. I think they're more likely to be firing at the tanks, not at for counter battery. Okay, another tank's turned up, and that's a T54E1. And he's moving, yeah, he's moving to those rocks, so it's going to be difficult to hit him, but he's going for the E75 again, and he hits it! Yes, he definitely hit it. It's lost some hit points. It's down to just 98 now. And 3 tanks have been spotted, turned up in the ice road. They've managed to make it past that tier T28 prototype. And in fact, now Captain Ashstorm is in danger because they're likely to come up that rise where he's just pointing the reticule right now. And the only tank he's got to defend is another ship barn. The ELC Evan has actually come up the rise and is doing a bit of spotting. You can see him there, the Evan 90. But he can't see Major Captain Ashstorm because he's behind the trees. But if he fires the bush mechanic right now, he would be seen. But he's pulling back to make sure there's a gap between him and those trees. And that means he'll be able to fire through them without being spotted. Right, M103 trying to crest the ridge line. And he took a big hit there from the FV215B, who took him out. Now we've got a Jagdtiger cresting the ridge and an OHO. Now I think that Captain Ashstorm's going to go for the OHO. waiting for him to line up. He's using that rock for cover, but he's going to have to pull out from behind the rock if he's going to get round and at the other troops. And Captain Ashstorm fires a round in to splash the Oho and gets 156 hit points off him. He's down to 272 now, which means that he's likely to get wiped out by the next shot. Meanwhile, at the Western Pass, we can see that T-54E1 still there, and the E-75 is down to very little hit points. We've got some defenders here near this gap, but I think that Captain Ashstorm is thinking about those tanks that might turn up very shortly. It's a T-44, an FB4005 on the enemy team, and they may turn up here very shortly, so he's setting himself up to fire in that direction. Now that shell there landing was an enemy RT shell, so it looks like the enemy RT have an idea of where they are and was just firing around in, but it wasn't accurately aimed. Now he's got an obstruction on the way to that E-75. Now he can hit it. As soon as he gets a red line extending past the vehicle, he knows that that shell will hit the target. But that KV-4 has just wiped out the or did he wipe out? I think it was the Scorpion may have actually wiped out that E-75. And I think they're going to lose that Scorpion to the T-54E1. Oh, he's trying to get around that T-54E1. But the moment he gets around the other side, I think he's going to be faced with that FB4005 and the T-44. And yes, he has been wiped out, but he was taken out by the enemy T-44. Okay, well, we've still got the ship on. Oh no, actually it's not ship on. It's the Death Star. Excuse my mistake there. We've got the Death Star up on the plateau, looking down to try and see the ELC Evan, the T-44, and the FV. Meanwhile, we've got the Object 430 going up the ice road towards the enemy cap. Now, it's more than likely that he'll meet more than just Artie at the other end. I think he's going to meet one of the other tanks, and more than likely it'll be something like the T-54E1 who'll go back to their own cap. Still nobody turned up. The FB4005 on Captain Ashstorm's team is actually going around to defend, but they can't see anything yet, so it makes you wonder where they've gone. Well, Captain Ashstorm is aiming at the other cap, but he can't see any tracer. Not yet, at least. So that just means that Artie's just not firing at the moment. There's nothing to fire at. They don't have any targets to shoot. Ah, they found the ELC Evan, so he went back, and he's now fighting the Object 430. You know, they've only got 3 rounds, the Evan, so the maximum damage they can do is about 600 hit points before they have to disappear and recharge, reload. And I suspect that Evan is going to meet a sticky end at the hands of that Object 430, because he doesn't have to spend a long time reloading. And there's a Batchat 155-58 turned up. Oh, he's fired at the Object 430, but the Evan's gone down. Right, Captain Ashstorm can't reach the 155-58 at the moment, but he just fired another of his shots from his magazine. He's only got 3 shots as well. And it's climbing that plateau again. Now, Captain Ashstorm fires a round in. And he's killed the Batchat 155-58. So he's taken out one of the enemy RT. And the other enemy RT is a GW Tiger, just like his. But we don't know where he is yet. And I suspect that it was the 155-58 we saw up on the plateau. And the GW Tiger that was firing from the pass, just to the southwest of where he's aiming right now. We just lost the FB4005, which just leaves us with the Object 430 in the enemy cap now. And the Malshan, who's near our cap. And the enemy T-44 has gone back, and he's engaging the Object 430. Captain Ashstorm fires. And he splash kills the T-44. That means the Object 430 can carry on capping. But we still don't know where that GW Tiger is. And, oh, that's bad. We've just lost the Martian. And it looks to me like the FV4005 on the enemy team is making his way back to his own cap. We've lost sight of him temporarily. Sort of indicate to me that the GW Tiger doesn't want to go back to the cap to reset because he knows the 430 would take him out immediately. But that might not be the case with the FV4005 because he will probably be taken out. He will probably take out the Object 430 with one shot. Okay, Captain Ashstorm is indicating the pass. I think he thinks that's where the FV4005 is going to turn up, and I think he's right. That's more than likely that the shipman on the enemy team is actually making his way along there right now. But I think he needs to adjust his aim slightly further forward, because my suspicion is he'll pass around that corner, and there he is. Okay, yes, I was right. And he's just fired a big round into the Object 430, and Captain Ashstorm fires in. Oh no! And the GW Tiger tag teamed with the FV4005, and he went round the corner whilst the Object 430 was recovering, and shot him and killed him. Oh dear, this is really bad now. So it's 2 versus 1. Captain Ashstorm is all on his own. All he can do now is defend his own cap against the approaching enemy. The one good thing is that the FV4005 does not have much in the way of hit points left. One splash kill should be enough to take him out. The only problem for Captain Ashstorm is that the GW Tiger is full health. And if they both come back together at the same time, it's going to be very difficult for him to cope with both of them. But if one of them comes back first, he can take that one out and then reload, hopefully in time, to deal with the other one. We'll just have to wait and see who's going to be first. My guessing is that it will be the FV4005 that will turn up first. I doubt that they will both come in together. There is a speed differential between the vehicles. That's the reason why. Okay, that's the 2-minute warning. Now, Captain Ashstorm's got standard HE loaded. And as the graphic shows, it can do a damage of 1100 hit points. So it can more than likely take out that FV4005 with one shot. He has got the option to load premium ammo. But of course that would take 33 seconds, and that will also do the same. And there's the FV4005, and he's locked on manually, and he shotguns him. That was amazing. He got him. He got him when he was some distance away. He didn't actually wait for the FV to come to the cap. He shotgunned him from a little way away. Oh, right. There's the GW Tiger. He's turned up a little late. And, oh, he's hit. He's hit Captain Ashstorm for 450 hit points. But they've both got the same reload time, which means that Captain Ashstorm is going to reload first. And he's going to have a go at this GW Tiger. All he has to do is drive up and shoot him. And he wins the game. 500 hit points. Wipes out the enemy GW Tiger. So it just goes to show, in these circumstances, if you keep your cool and drive up to the enemy and shoot them at point blank range while they're still reloading, then you will win the game. And unfortunately, that enemy GW Tiger did not get a good clean shot when he hit Captain Ashstorm as he was moving across the visually not side on, but across the field of view of the enemy GW Tiger. He was forcing the GW Tiger to keep adjusting his aim, and that is how he won the game. And that is a very good technique, I can tell you, that does work on other arties as well. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this game. And it's a first-class tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the GW Tiger. He also picked up a counter battery fire medal because he managed to take out both of the enemy arties, the Batchat 155-58 and of course the GW Tiger. And because he managed to get 4 kills, he gets the fighter badge, and he also picked up the bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18. Now when it comes to T-score, well, he managed to get second highest damage, 3,656 hit points. He got the highest number of kills, 4, and he got the highest base XP, 986. He fired 12 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, and 5 splash. Damage of 3,656 hit points, of which 2,966 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the GW Tiger was a lot closer. He did receive 1 hit and 1 penetration, and that was from that GW Tiger. He hit and damaged 8 of the enemy and killed 4 of them, and he also caused 7 stuns and managed to get 11 defense points whilst the enemy was capping. On a premium account, he managed to earn 313 credits, and he got 10,000 credits for the mission completion, so his grand total came to 53,313, and after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, he actually made a deficit, a loss of 25,221, and that's the price you pay for using the premium consumables. You get the wins, but you have to pay for it in credits. He earned 1,479 XP. That was ×2 for the first victory of the day, and he got a mission completion reward there, and a personal reserves bonus of 739, which is 50%. So his total came to 4,437 experience points altogether. So as Captain Ashstorm said, RT saves the day. Yes, you very much did. And you got a win rate of 5,866 in that battle. And it just goes to show, even when you're 2-1, and you're only an RT on your own, you can still win the battle. And I've proved that countless times, and so have all of my the members of What RT Noobs. So never give up, never surrender, get the enemy, take them down, never suicide, because you can always win the game. And Captain Ashstorm proved it today. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.